Maybe we'll do it again. Oh, this is so awkward. 13 WMAZ just interviewed me going over things to do with Macon, Georgia. The city has this huge initiative to try to get people to move to Macon, while Houston County, just below, is killing it on relocation with actually getting families to move due to work, due to housing, due to everything else. In this video, boots on the ground, close on this house next week. Thought it'd be a great place to show you what's actually happening in the housing market and whether or not you should move to Macon or Warner Robins. And hey, if you don't know me, my name is Luke. I run the #1 relocation YouTube channel of all of Middle Georgia. Just like I was saying, I'm one of 13 WMAZ's go-tos when it comes down to local market. I actually live here. I lived here for 5 years so far, and I sell houses. So that means I'm boots on the ground all day, every day, actually looking at the data, actually going inside of these houses. Hey guys, I'm over here with Maggie Fitzgerald. She's been with 13 WMAZ since June of 2024, and we just got done doing an interview, and nobody knows Middle Georgia more than Maggie. She is all about the Macon Bibb County Commissioner, and she is boots on the ground, talking to business owners, talking to real estate agents like myself, lenders, builders, all that kind of stuff, to be able to get the inside scoop. And if you're moving over here to the Middle Georgia area, no better person than to be able to talk to Maggie about. So in this video, we're gonna be going over two things. Should you move to Warner Robins or should you move to Macon? And I think you're gonna be surprised. This is a non-biased video, okay? I'm gonna tell you exactly who it's Macon for, who it's not for, same with Warner Robins, and we're going over 5 items. And those items consist of schools, affordability, jobs and commute, safety, and lifestyle upside. And first on the list is gonna be schools. Hands down winner, Houston County. Go on niche.com. When it comes down to public schools, they are killing it. They're all A or above continuously, year after year. They continue to not only compete for some of the best public schools in all of the state, but they continue to build. Veterans Middle School is being built right now. If we simply go over graduation rate when it comes down to schooling, Houston County wins. Now, Bibb County, ever since the last data taken from the census of 2014 versus 2024, they're at a huge difference. They used to be rated at a 52%. Now they're in the mid 80s, which is great. However, graduation rate for Houston County schools is at a 93.3%. Almost 6% above the state of Georgia's average. So winner, Houston County. Now I'm gonna throw this out there. When it comes down to homeschool, Houston County has some of the best programs to be able to help parents with homeschooling. When it comes down to public school, go on niche.com. You can see all of this data for yourself. You're gonna see all A's and above. They just take the cake. Veterans Middle School, not only, right? What I'm trying to get at is they're building more schools that have great ratings in communities where parents are flocking to for their kids. Now, if you want great private education, Macon's gonna have the win, but on the knockout, goes to Houston County. #2 on our list, affordability. When it comes down to it, the last data pool that I had, the average home in Macon, Georgia is $188,000. When you take Houston County, we're at $244,000. That's a huge spread. So winner on affordability goes to Macon, but hear me out. Right? When we take the average in Atlanta right around that $400,000 range and you look at 180 versus 240, I mean, literally you go from living in a closet up in Atlanta down to actually having a 4-bedroom home with a lawn. Complete game changer. So affordability technically goes to Macon, but you have to understand this cost of ownership is huge. You have to look at tax rates. You want to look at this, okay? Make it easy. PITI, principal, interest, taxes, insurance. But you also want to include what's your electric bill going to be? What's your water bill going to be? What's trash? What's maintenance on the home over time? Things break, roof, water heater, HVAC system. Your microwave is an appliance. It's going to break over time. You want to make sure that you put a good budget because your monthly payment on your house is about 55% of your all-in expenses. So when we're talking about affordability, it all depends on the house itself. 2 big things trying to help you out. #1 on that is how much money is that going to cost out of pocket every month? PITI plus maintenance plus other funds. If you buy a brand new construction house like this one, you're not gonna have to worry about the roof, the water heater, the HVAC system, especially with a home warranty that's on the house. It's new, right? You're not gonna have to worry about it. But let's say you buy a cheaper house in Macon, cheaper just saying the cost of living's lower, but you buy in 1989, the roof's about to get shot, you know, and you have a bunch of other out-of-pocket expenses. What is that maintenance cost going to be? So it's all in. But if you're strictly looking at the numbers, the knockout goes to Macon. What would you say about Warner Robins? You know, like
I can tell you, I'm impressed by the selection on that Watson Boulevard strip in terms of just amenities. They have a Target.
They got good deals, and they have a grocery store in there.
Right,
I didn't realize,
right.
and they got good deals.
They got the Galleria Mall.
Yeah.
There. That's one of the weaknesses of Macon, our Macon Mall.
Yeah, got pickleball though.
They do have pickleball.
But we just need some other things.
P&Z, they got the Board of Elections, but it definitely can be hopping a little bit more.
Number 3 on the list is jobs and commute. Now, here's the thing. There are so many jobs coming to Middle Georgia. The governor of Georgia, Governor Kemp, just passed a 600,000 square feet facility, okay? 500 new jobs, aerospace, defense, AI data center. However, that's up in Forsyth. It's about 45 minutes north of Houston County. It's even closer to Macon. Great jobs. Macon itself has this huge initiative to drive people in through economics, promoting great job opportunities. But let's throw this out there. Robins Air Force Base, the largest industrial complex in the state of Georgia, they have over 800 active jobs on usagov.com, okay? usajobs.org. It's an organization. And right now, 5 to 8% hiring every year, year after year, and there's new missions. You see all the stupid news articles out there like, oh, Robins lost an aircraft, we lost this. The job growth is insane. The opportunities are crazy. The benefits are next to none. You can have fantastic benefits and job growth, and a lot of those jobs pay for your college education. Yeah, come in with a bachelor's or start in an apprenticeship program, or like what my wife went through. She went through a program where they paid for your college while she got to work and had a full-time position in finance. Great opportunities out there. So when it comes down to commute and jobs, winner, Houston County. And the average home price right now is over $400,000 in the United States. Macon's not bad at all. Now, Warner Robins, you get down into Houston County, the price increases. Who would you say that that's for? Like just Houston County in general. Who do you see moving down there?
I think, military families.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty obvious answer. And people who are a little bit more settled, maybe. Not me.
Yeah.
Me. I'm very early in my career. I'm in my approaching mid-20s. So I can see more of people my speed approaching Macon before Warner Robins. I could see people either with a newborn or expecting, more likely to go to Warner Robins.
Well, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate it. Now also too, in the description below, I actually have a jobs guide because I'm a relocation real estate agent. I have the #1 relo platform out there. So on my website, I actually have everybody who's hiring. You can actually go through there and apply for jobs. Completely free gift from me to you. I just pull all the data because I'm a nerd. You go directly through the stuff. I mean, yeah, it's on my website, but I put the links for people to hire you. So if you are looking for a job, I got your back. Number 4 on the list is gonna come down to safety. This is usually the #1 concern when it comes down to families moving to a new area. And just a couple months ago, I actually interviewed the mayor of Warner Robins. 52% of Warner Robins's budget yearly is going to public safety. We are having all of these new camera systems that are scanning license plates, which is a huge deterrent for crime, which is awesome. Crime rates are continuing to drop. However, the exact same thing's actually happening in Macon. The perception of Macon when it comes down to crime has been horrible over the years, but go look at the data, go look at the hardcore crime, all of that, it is continuing to lower year after year. Yes, overall, if you look at the data today, Warner Robins, about half the size of Macon. However, when you look at it, of course there's going to be more crime because of more population, more density, but Macon is making some serious ground. So if we're just going based off of today, technically Warner Robins has the scoop when it comes down to it. So Warner Robins, and I know I've said Houston County a couple of times throughout this video. Bibb County is Macon, it's one city. Warner Robins is one city within a county. The conducts of Warner Robins, Centerville, Bonaire, Kathleen, Perry, and Elko. So I'm kind of just taking them as a whole when it comes down to it, just for your information, because I talked about veterans. I know some of you people that live here. I live here too. But they're making some serious ground. I'm gonna be really looking forward to actually seeing this stuff over time and looking for the city of Macon to actually get cleaned up, and a lot of new families wanting to choose that just due to affordability, the new jobs that are coming from, just those types of opportunities.
as you mentioned, you know, safety is always a concern. I feel like in any kind of community. So,
100%.
you know, as more funding and more, you know, oversight comes in terms of decisions with the county and the sheriff's office, and, you know, more players coming into play. You know, we have a new jail administrator, for example.
Mm-hmm.
He's making some moves happen inside the jail facility,
There
which
we
has
go.
been a huge concern for so many loved ones out in the community that
Yeah.
I've connected with. You know, it's the ins and outs of Macon that I've learned so much about, and I love so much too.
And last but not least, we're going over lifestyle, okay? We're going over amenities. We're going over all of these different things. And this one has been tough because if you go downtown Macon, you have everything. You have the tasty restaurants, you have the walkability, you have these different opportunities because it's a city. What about some of the unique things that you like about Macon? For example, the food scene. You know, obviously we got some good food up here.
Oh, I'm not one to talk about food in the South because I get picky.
Yeah?
I'm not a picky eater, but ooh, the pizza's better up north.
Oh, obviously.
I miss the pizza up
Yeah.
north. I talk about it all the time. I miss my Philly cheesesteak. I really do. But I do like the Mexican down here, the nice Mexican restaurants. I'll give a shout out to La Bella Morelia. I love them downtown. Such a wonderful family runs that. I like Oliver's downtown. I like all the burger places.
Oh,
like
yeah.
Classic like Rookery. You can't go wrong. But I think one of the first places I tried here was H&H.
Oh, yeah?
One of the more old school places.
The new SNS just opened up too.
Yeah.
All cafeteria
SNS,
style.
H&H though, but I got the whole rundown of the history with the Almond Brothers.
Yeah.
There as well. So that's one of the more traditional Southern stops that I tried.
Place you gotta try. You ever been to Taco Mac?
Taco Mac, I do like
Taco Mac slaps. I had
really
no
like-
idea.
So I
We
heard
thought it was a
I
chain.
heard that's a chain.
It is, but it's so
a chain.
good.
Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. I like their tacos. I like their wings. Yeah, you can't really go wrong.
I mean, they have like 63 nightlife opportunities, while Warner Robins technically has 0. The only ones that I can think of is maybe Rigby's, but it's for children and it closes down early because they have a bar inside for the parents. I don't know, man. They have Gracie's Rooftop Bar again in Warner Robins, but there's really not anything. If anything, you have to travel south to Perry on Main Street Bar, and I know that they stay out a little bit late, but that's like the only thing. I don't even know if there's ability for live music there, okay? But Macon, a crazy amount of venues. We have the Macon Coliseum that's actually getting rebuilt. It should be done, I think it's 2028, 2029. That's gonna bring massive growth. There's the amphitheater. There's so many different opportunities out there. So when it comes down to that, Macon's gonna take the cake. However, I will say one thing. For singles, younger crowd, Macon technically has more for you. However, House and County is family. If you're not on my newsletter, top 5 things to do this weekend in Middle Georgia, every Wednesday at 12 o'clock, I send out those 5 family-friendly things to do. Check it out. I'm a family guy. I don't go out and do that kind of stuff. So I technically have to say that Macon has more, but for me and my lifestyle, Warner Robins is enough. So there you have it, Warner Robins 3, Macon 2. It was not a knockout decision. Warner Robins is really for that family that has children, wants great school systems, and you have a short commute to the Air Force Base that gives you great benefits. Macon, it's for that younger professional, somebody that wants to be able to go out on the town, get tasty food, maybe go to some concerts from time to time. But those are the individuals when it comes down to it. It's really case by case. This entire Middle Georgia area is really based off of pockets. Which pocket would you and your family love to live in, or you, depending? And if I can help out in any way, shoot me a text message at 478-888-7808. We can hop on a phone call, we can jam out, and I'd love to be able to help serve you and your family with any of your real estate needs. And you should go check out this next video.